got the guy that tried to shut the engines down out of the cockpit, and he doesn't sound like he's causing any issue in the back right now. I think he's subdued. We warn law enforcement as soon as we get on the ground and park.
Imagine being on a plane cruising at thousands of feet above the ground, only to discover that an off-duty pilot on board is trying to crash the plane. In a spine-chilling incident, Joseph David Emerson, an off-duty pilot, attempted to bring down Alaska Airlines Flight 2059. This unsettling event unfolded just a few days ago, shaking everyone who hears about it to their core. This is the chilling story of Alaska Airlines Flight 2059, a tale of danger in the skies that could have ended in tragedy. Meet Joseph David Emerson, the man behind this horrifying incident. Aged 42, Emerson was no stranger to the aviation world. He was an off-duty pilot, experienced and well-versed in the intricacies of aircraft operations. Interestingly, his life outside the cockpit was unremarkable. He lived a quiet life in a small suburban neighborhood, far removed from the chaos he would eventually cause. Emerson, as it turned out, was not on board for a leisurely flight. It was a routine flight from Everett, Washington to San Francisco, California, until Emerson decided to take actions into his own hands. Alaska Airlines Flight 2059 was cruising with 80 passengers on board, none the wiser of the unfolding drama. Emerson, who was seated in the cockpit, made an audacious attempt to disrupt the operation of the engines. Imagine the horror, the shock, the disbelief. A routine flight, a familiar route, suddenly transformed. A peaceful journey turned into a nightmare in the skies. As chaos ensued in the cockpit, the flight was diverted to Portland, Oregon. Quick-thinking crew members trained for such emergencies sprang into action. They managed to subdue the off-duty pilot, Joseph David Emerson, ensuring the safety of everyone on board. This swift response, carried out with precision and professionalism, prevented a potential disaster in midair. The crew immediately reported the incident to air traffic control, triggering a series of events that would lead to a full-scale investigation. Thanks to the fast actions of the crew, a catastrophe was averted. Unaware of the crisis unfolding in the cockpit, passengers were going about their flight as usual. Some were napping, others chatted away or immersed themselves in a book. Suddenly, the flight took a detour, stirring confusion. Upon landing, the truth unraveled. Eyewitnesses recount the shock that swept through the cabin, a wave of disbelief and bewilderment. One passenger remarked, "It was like a scene out of a movie, so surreal." The passengers were left shocked and bewildered once they learned about the incident. The incident sparked an immediate investigation by the Port of Portland Police Department and the FBI. The probe into this alarming incident is ongoing, with authorities meticulously examining every detail. Meanwhile, the Federal Aviation Administration, or FAA, has taken swift action, issuing guidance to U.S. air carriers to prevent such incidents in the future. Despite the terrifying ordeal, authorities have assured the public that this incident is unrelated to current world events. Thank you for tuning into this shocking story. Like, share, and comment your thoughts. Subscribe for more news and updates on this story and many others.